Okay, this video is if you need to quarantine or isolate for exploring horticulture on September 8th, 2020. What we'll be going over in class are kind of some hacks for Columbus and some websites that might help you once you're in Columbus and attending classes down there. So if you go over to the modules, and this will work better in a browser version of Carmen rather than the app, because links don't like to open easily in the app version. Once I'm done with this video, where you can see right now the directions for 918, if you're under quarantine isolation that's not published, will be published, and I'll put the video there. You'll notice I have several links there. Apartments for rent, crime statistics, the bus system, the OSU Columbus campus parking map, and student employment. Honestly, the OSU Columbus campus parking map covers a whole bunch of stuff in there, but I'd like to show you some different things here. You can do a search in Columbus. You can do a search here. Let's move it up to the University District here. And we'll take this off. We should get a few more things within the University District. Let me zoom in a little bit here, and you'll be able to see the gray dots. The gray dots are apartments that are currently not available, but they might be at some point. The trick with renting apartments in the Columbus area, particularly for students, is you want to be doing this in January and December, the year prior to you moving. So you definitely don't want to be moving down there in summer. Let's say you were going to Columbus in autumn of 21, so next fall, you would want to be looking this December and January for apartments, because that's when students are looking at new apartments. It's not that you won't be able to get one if you waited until summer, but you might not get one in a neighborhood that you want, and you might not get one as far or as close to campus as you would like. If you're interested in learning about crime statistics, there's crime stats. You again kind of just zoom in. The thing with the University District is lots of times the University District shows fairly high crime, but it's really not violent crime that's happening. A lot of it is theft, so that does contribute to the crime. So if you've got a bicycle, don't leave that out. Make sure that stays locked. Usually what you're seeing is theft when it comes to crime that's happening in the University District. The OSU Bus System, they're kind of struggling right now with their website and things. I'll show you on the OSU has an interactive map that actually does a much better job than the OSU Bus System of showing the bus routes, particularly in and around campus. But as you can see here, you should be able to get maps and routes, bus stops, bus schedules, things like that. I was having trouble getting it to work earlier, but you should be able to click on a link and find that bus line, except that, like I said earlier, it was only showing this one, the Kenny Road to Livingston one, but it shows you exactly where the bus lines are. This is probably the best interactive map that you're going to find as far as the campus is concerned, because this has all kinds of things on it. So you'll notice it's also a map. You can search for additional buildings. You can search for bus routes. You can have it show where all the parking garages are, so you can just click things on and off. If you want to know where the bus routes are, if you park way out here by Chadwick Arboretum and you want to know where the bus routes are, you can see which bus routes are going to take you into the central portion of campus. If you want to know where all of the COTA bus stops are, you can just click the thing for a COTA bus. If you are looking for a specific building, let's talk about the library. Here's the main library. If you then turn around and click the Thompson Library, you will get all kinds of additional resources that are available and how far away they are. So you can see where parking garages are, ATMs, other things that are within that building, other additional resources that are there. So there's lots and lots of things available. If you're looking for something specific, so for example, if you get sick and you want to know where the Student Wellness Center is, well, there it is on campus. And again, you can click the building and it will give you all kinds of additional resources that are available within that. You can search for individual buildings. You can bring up every single building. So if you had a class in Baker Systems, you can click that and it'll tell you where it is, and again, kind of tells you some of the things that are nearby. So this is probably one of the best interactive maps. I'm fairly certain that the app, the OSU app, has something very similar. I don't know if it's as detailed. I haven't looked at the one for Columbus, but I know they have an app available as well. And then if you are looking for student employment, you will find it here with the student financial aid. You can see work study program, you can see a student job board, you can see employer services, so you can simply search for student jobs. Some of the things that other students have told me have been a challenge for them is sometimes if you're coming in the middle of the year and not at the beginning of the year, then it's a little bit harder to find a job, especially if you're going down there as a junior. But other students have said that they're not having any problems getting jobs as well. So you can simply look for jobs. These are going to be campus jobs. The other thing that you could look at would be Handshake. Handshake gives you a place to post your resume, and that's another place that you could look at to look for campus employment as well. Okay, that's pretty much all I had as far as going through some of these modules. It's not going to be as detailed as if you were in class, but it gives you a rough idea. Just go and play with the websites, and that way it'll give you an idea about maneuvering and manipulating and getting around on campus in Columbus.